Hello everyone, my name is Ashfaq Ahmed and I am working in the field of bioinformatics and structural biology. Today we will talk about how to select a journal for scientific articles. The decision of selection for an appropriate journal affects your research journey and your research progress. So let's start. What kind of method you will adopt to select a journal for your scientific articles? There are some selection criteria you need to take care of it. In fact, most of the people or most of the scientists or researchers, they are taking care of these criteria. The first one is impact factor. Of course, if you have done a research, you will love or you will assess to be published this research in a specific range of an impact factor. The second, and this assessment should be realistic. If your research work is not so much good, you cannot expect a very high impact factor. So be real. Second criteria is your decision time of the journal. Some of the journal decides for acceptance or rejections very quickly, while others taking too long. Of course, as a human nature, people prefers the one which decides quickly. The third thing is article processing charges. We also call it APC. It means that how much money in dollars or in pounds or in other currency the journal is asking from the author. The fourth thing is overall journal acceptance rate. And like some journal are accepting very few papers, if they receive 100 paper and if they accepted 10 papers among them, so its acceptance rate will be simply it will be called 10% acceptance rate. So the author also take care of these things. And the last thing we will talk about special issues. I will also talk how can you select a journal with zero APC charges. So let's start and we will cover all these things. Suppose you have some research paper. So right now I will use this research paper of mine in an example. This paper is already under review, so it's also present in the research square in the preprint version, so it doesn't matter. You can see it there or here. Okay. For example, I have this paper and it is completely ready and I want to publish it in a certain journal. So what I need to open Google, and if you don't know any publishing agency, just like Science Direct or MDPI or IEEE or WILEB, etc., just open Google and then type find a journal. Which company? It's okay, just type find a journal. Okay, this is Elsewhere Journal Finder. So click here. They offers you two searches, or they offer you two types of searches: match my abstract search by keywords, aims and scope, or journal title. Of course, you are not sure about the journal title, so therefore you are searching here. Okay, if you want some specific journal with specific aims and scope, write it here and click here. Otherwise, if you want to search a journal by keywords, just let's say bioinformatics, evolutionary biology, let's say biotechnology, but I do not recommend searching by a keyword because it makes the search very broader. Okay, this one I like this option, match my abstract, this one. So by default it is set to match my abstract. Now don't worry about your abstract, they will not use it somewhere else. So okay, I am going to copy my abstract, this is my abstract, and paste it here. Now click here, find a journal. Okay, when you are seeing this window, you need to pay attention here. OA and S, these two buttons, the OA mean open access and the S mean subscription. So for example, if you don't have money or if you don't want to pay any APC, you want to publish your data in a journal which in scientific community some people call it subscription journal and some people call it hybrid journals. So if you want to publish in a subscription journal without paying a money, I will also tell you later what does it mean. So you need to turn off the OA button. I turn off the OA button and the search is taking place once again. For example, if you want to make your decision time, if you from here you set time citation score, this is the time to first decision. For example, you want a journal to that they can accept your paper or reject your paper in 1 month. So just make it, let's say, 4 weeks, although don't select it 4 weeks. Normally journal takes on average they takes 1 to 3 months. It means 4 to 12 weeks. So it's in a week, so I would suggest 8 weeks is sufficient. It means 2 months. Okay, if you want your journal to be impact factor from 0 to 5, let's say 4 5, so time to publication, these are also in weeks, so you can tweak all these things. So now I just to keep everything quickly, I will use this by default. Okay, now what they ask me, what they suggested me, they suggested me those journals which can also offer subscription. It means I will not pay any money. If they accepted my paper and if I belong to some underdeveloped countries or developing countries, etc. Okay, so the first journal they selected for me, veterinary microbiology, its impact factor is 3.3, its acceptance rate is 20, and time to first decision 5 weeks, almost a month, and time to publication 2 weeks. So in total 7 weeks, you can say 8 weeks. Okay, if you publish in open access, you have to pay $3,320. But if you want to pay, if you don't want to pay, then no publishing charges. Okay, on the other side, if your country they offer some extra measurements for to avoid fake publication. Just like I know about Pakistan, they will ask you that the journal should be in specific category based on their HJRS system. So that is simple. Open another window, just say HJRS, and if you have in your country, just open the HJRS system. But I know this system is only for Pakistan, so if you are not in Pakistan, so you don't need to check their journal here. Now, for example, I'm taking interest in this veterinary, what it say, microbiology. So take the ISSN number from here, copy, and click this ISSN, paste it here, and find a journal. If once you click it, it say okay, this is W category, and that's okay, that's it. It means this journal is not a fake journal as per Pakistani policy. Okay, now if you want some more detail of this journal, click here. For example, you don't like that one, so the second journal is antiviral research, the third journal is Journal of Clinical Virology, and the fourth one is virology, the fifth is Journal of Virological Methods. And for each and every one, you are receiving the time, the publication time, the decision time, the acceptance rate, the impact factor, and the citation score. And from here you can decide which one perfectly match your interest, your paper, your interest, because it also includes an interest. If I want this paper to be decided, either accepted or rejected in 4 or 5 weeks, so I cannot afford to submit my article in a journal. They are taking too longer. So from here you can quickly decide how to select a journal which is not a fake one. And I just make this tutorial only for elsewhere. You can, after learning this video, you can match up your paper with other publishers just like Wiley and MDPI, and search on Google. You will find much more. Okay, one last question you may have, like what the subscription means. The subscription means sometime you see a paper on the website, PubMed or some other places, and you can only see the abstract. You are not seeing the full paper, and they are asking you for some money, just like $50, $20, $10, whatever the price is. So if your paper is accepted and you published for a subscription model, then the other people will not they will not have a freely access to your paper, and they will pay to read your paper, or their institution will have a subscription with that journal. So that is not your headache. Of course, as a scientist, people love open access. Your data will be more cited if it is open access, because it will be available to each and everyone. But on the other side, if you cannot afford, if you are a student or your budget cannot afford, or if you don't have a project to pay from there, then of course this is the method. You need to target such journals which gives you the facility of to be published as a subscription model. Okay, and that's it. It was I think a shorter video. If you like my videos, I would suggest please subscribe and support this channel. I'm also planning to start a live session with you guys for your real-time questions, answer, and discussion. So, if you think that will be a good idea, please drop me your suggestion in comments. Thank you. Okay. Once again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just forgot one thing. The last thing is I forgot this thing, special issue. That's my bad. I forgot. Okay, what is a special issue? This is another way by which you can make your paper published very quickly and easily, whatever you say. For example, I had this paper, and this paper is about, this manuscript is about microevolution and phylogenomic characterization of respiratory syncytial virus, or RSA, an outlook of 2022 and 23 outbreak. Okay, so the problem is this paper, I tried different journal, but it was somehow not fitted there. Then I surf on the Google, and I found that there are some collections. For example, I just type like, if I say Google once again, how I did, call for papers RSV, and I found BMC infectious diseases. Okay, now I'm going, okay, here is it's the BMC infectious diseases, is a journal from Springer Nature, almost 3 or 4 impact factor, and they have a special collection, and the deadline is, let me open their website, BMC infectious diseases. So here, if you can see, this is the website of the journal BMC infectious diseases. Now come here and we will see some places collections. So in collection we can find where, oh my god, I cannot see. Submissions, guideline, collections. Okay, try this method, Control F. Yes, here. So when I click the collection, so their collections are actually for certain specific topic. So these all are collections. One is for monkeypox, and this is for long-term effects of COVID infections. This is for the one I submitted, respiratory syncytial virus. So if your research is on specific topic, let's say monkeypox, then I would suggest you submit it to that collection, because the collection will take quickly and it can be accepted quickly, or possibly some people are thinking it will be accepted in a quick time if your paper is enough good. So that was all for today. Drop your questions if you have any in comment section, and support this channel. Have a good time. Bye bye.